In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best shooting guards right now in NBA 2K25 My Team on a tier list here, ranking from S that does go all the way down to D tier, and we have about 30-ish of the best shooting guards right now in the game, and I'll be ranking who I think are the best to who I think are some of not the worst shooting guards in this game, because these are about the top 30 shooting guards in my team. So even if you see a card in D or the C tier category, I still think they're fairly good, just maybe not as good as some of these other shooting guards on this list. But let me know what shooting guards you guys are currently rocking on your squad, and let me know what you guys would change about my shooting guard tier list. But looking at the first shooting guard on the tier list is going to be the new Dark Matter Kawhi, and I think the new Dark Matter Kawhi is probably an S tier shooting guard. I think he's very, very good because of his defense. We take a look at this card. He's 6'7" at the 2, 7'3" wingspan. We know the defense is going to be unbelievably good for Kawhi. 99 steal, 99 perimeter, 98 block, 98 interior defense. This card is absolutely unbelievable as a defender. I just think the one area he might be lacking in is maybe not as good of a jump shot as you would hope for on this Kawhi Leonard, but I still think it's good enough on very quick timing. He's got some decent enough dribble sigs. He's got the Devin Booker dribble style. He's got a really good behind the back, which is his own, that Kawhi Leonard behind the back. So I do think this card is going to be an amazing shooting guard. I think he's all around elite at the shooting guard position. I think he can defend on the perimeter, obviously insane. I think he's got a good enough catch and shoot jump shot, and I think Kawhi is definitely going to be an S tier shooting guard. Now it's interesting for the Dr. J's. I think I'm going to go Pink Diamond in the A tier category and the Dark Matter in S. I think there's just that slight difference where I do think the Dark Matter is obviously the better card. I don't think there's any question, which is the better card, Dark Matter, Dr. J, or the Pink Diamond. But I will admit, there's not that big of a difference. So maybe you could have the Pink Diamond Dr. J also an S tier, but there's so many good shooting guards on this list. So I wanted to include the Pink Diamond Dr. J as well as the Dark Matter, but I wanted to just say that I do think there's that slight difference, that I think the Dark Matter Dr. J is going to be an S tier shooting guard, while the Pink Diamond is only going to be an A tier. Next shooting guard on this list is going to be Matt Barnes, and as ridiculous as it might sound, I kind of want to put Matt Barnes in the A tier category. I think I'll go B tier for now because, for example, I think like a Scottie Pippen is probably A tier, and is Matt Barnes on that Scottie Pippen level? I don't know. I mean, Matt Barnes is really good. He's got a better jump shot than Pippen for sure. He's 6'7" at the 2, 6'9" wingspan, good enough defender. Sure, he's not a Scottie Pippen on defense, but he's got a lot better of a jump shot than Pippen. That, I don't know. I mean, Matt Barnes, he is only a Pink Diamond, so his stats and his badges aren't anything ridiculous, especially compared to a card like Dark Matter Pippen, who's 6'8" at the 2, 7 foot wingspan. The defense is obviously insane on Scottie Pippen. His jump shot's on quick timing. I don't know. I mean, I think you could make the argument that, I mean, he's definitely a lot more worth his price. I think Matt Barnes is one of the better value shooting guards, 100%. But yeah, I do think Scottie Pippen is still probably a better shooting guard. I think Matt Barnes is going to be in that B tier category. Ray Allen, I might be an absolute hater. I'm putting him in D tier. Ever since I did that gameplay on this card, I don't care what anybody says. I think this card is horrible, and I'm just going to stand on it. I loved Ray Allen in the past. I loved his cards in the past. If you guys followed my channel for a while, in 2K22, I believe it was season 5. I can actually show you guys real quick. I kind of like the flex in this all the time, every single time I can. I know everyone says that. But I don't know if I can search it. I can probably search it right here. The Dark Matter Ray Allen in season 5, he was the level 40. If you guys remember this card, he did get an Evo later on in that year. But Dark Matter Ray Allen, he was the season 5 level 40 card in 2K22. And I got this card first, and that was a big deal at the time because you couldn't buy level 40 and you had to like grind it out XP wise. And it took me 18 hours and I did it first in the world, 18 hours on stream. So very exciting, to get Ray Allen. And obviously I did really like this card, and I'm kind of not known for getting this Ray Allen, but I definitely was when I first started out. But either way, I do have a connection to Ray Allen. Like, I do like Ray Allen cards in my team. That's why it kind of goes to show how much I don't like this Ray Allen card, because I think he's pretty bad. I don't think he's very good. Jump shot him very quick. I don't like his release. I don't like his dribble sigs. I don't think he's a very good defender. I know I kind of just went on a Ray Allen rant talking about this card, but I do think Ray Allen is going to be in that D tier category. Realistically, he's not a bad shooting guard. He's still top 30 in this game, but I do think he's actually one of the weaker shooting guards on this list in that D tier category. Paul George is probably still also A tier. I cannot wait to get a new Paul George card, especially if he gets a Dark Matter. And I think since Kawhi just got one, I could see Paul George getting one very soon as well. He's going to be amazing once he gets his Dark Matter, but this Galaxy Opal is still very good at the shooting guard position. Just a very well-rounded card. Can play defense, shoot the ball well, drive to the basket, has decent enough dribble sigs. This card is really good as an all-around shooting guard. Ricky Davis, I think, is probably also A tier. Really love this card at shooting guard. I think he's got one of the better jump shots in this game with that Seth Curry base, Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing. He can slash to the basket, be a good enough defender, has good badges. I think Ricky Davis is an A tier shooting guard. Jarrett Culver, he might be in the D tier category. He might be C. I don't know if he's necessarily better than Ray Allen. 6'6" at shooting guard, 6'9" wingspan. He's like just kind of mid, if I'm being completely honest. I think this card is still not bad. Like, he's definitely not a bad shooting guard whatsoever, just like Dark Matter Ray Allen, but I do think they're probably going to be in that D tier category. Brandon Ingram, I know a lot of people might hate on this, but I'm gonna go A tier. I will stand on Dark Matter Brandon Ingram as being a really elite shooting guard. Now, is he worth his price tag? No, nowhere near the price he's going for. But I do think he's still very good. 6'10" at the 2, 7'3" wingspan. He's actually got a great jump shot on quick timing. He's got decent enough dribble sigs, and the fact that he's 6'10" at shooting guard causes a lot of mismatches, and he can shoot over the top of a lot of shooting guards in this game. Like, if he matches up against a Ray Allen, you're shooting over the top of Ray Allen every single play with Brandon Ingram, and if you know how to green his jump shot, you're going to be knocking down threes left, right, and center. So I do think he's actually one of the top tier shooting guards in this game. I'm going to put Dark Matter Brandon Ingram in that A tier category. I think Cameron Reddish is a good C tier spot, kind of in that middle where I would use him over Ray Allen. I would use him over Jared Culver. I think he's actually pretty good, but I do think Matt Barnes is quite a bit better at that pink diamond tier. Now, Opal Shane Battier, I would say is probably also B tier. I do think Matt Barnes is probably a little bit better, but Shane Battier is still 6'8" shooting guard, 6'10" wingspan. He's going to be great defensively, 90 block, 95 steal, 97 perimeter, 92 interior defense, really good athleticism stats, has a decent enough jump shot. I don't know if he's really necessarily worth his price over a card like Matt Barnes. I do think Matt Barnes is one of the best value shooting guards on this entire list, but I think Shane Battier is still probably in that B tier category. Now, Dark Matter Brandon Roy, I will probably put an S. I do think he's still one of the best shooting guards in this game. He's great offensively. He's an amazing slasher with a really quick jump shot. I do think the pro pass version of Brandon Roy is going to be in that S tier category. Talking about Michael Redd, I think he's kind of like mid, probably in that B tier category. Maybe you could even argue C tier as well. 6'6" at the 2 isn't great. 6'9" wingspan. Honestly, I think this card's going to be in C tier. I would take Shane Battier and Matt Barnes over this new Galley Shipple Michael Redd card. Jason Richardson, I think, is probably, as crazy as it sounds, is he B tier? J Rich is still very good, don't get it twisted. Like, he is still a very good shooting guard. Matt Barnes, I think, is amazing as well. 6'6" at the 2, 6'11" wingspan. His defense isn't great. His jump shot is a little bit inconsistent, but I do think it's a good jump shot. And his dribble sigs are okay, but they're not anything spectacular. That I think he's sort of on that same level as Matt Barnes. They both have really quick jump shots. I would say Matt Barnes is a much better defender with about the same dribble sigs. Maybe J Rich is a little bit better. So I'm gonna say both these cards are gonna be in that B tier category. DeMar DeRozan, he's probably C or B. I don't think DeMar is very good at all, to be honest, and I'm probably gonna put him in that C tier category. Dark Matter Ron Artest, one of the best defensive cards in this game. I would say he's on that same level as a Kawhi Leonard. Both are very good defenders. I mean, they are absolutely insane on the ball. Like, it is so hard to score against a Ron Artest or a Kawhi Leonard, especially on the perimeter. 6'7" at the 2, 6'11" wingspan. I mean, just like Kawhi, he has the same defensive stats, about the same defensive badges. His jump shot's probably a little bit better, in my opinion, than Kawhi's. I think he does have a very good jump shot. But yeah, I think Ron Artest is easily an S tier shooting guard, one of the best in this entire game. I would say OG Anunoby is probably B tier. The more I've used this card, the more I've seen him in game. He's actually very solid. He's a good enough defender. He can slash to the basket, and I think he's a B tier level shooting guard. Jerry Stackhouse is probably A. I think he's a little bit underrated. I mean, he is very expensive. You have to exchange, I think it's 5 Dark Matter pieces, but it might be less or more. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think this card is very, very good. Just don't know if he's necessarily worth exchanging for because of how expensive he is. Kyle Korver, this is an interesting one. Is he A? Is he B? I think he's probably like that high B tier category. The thing with Kyle Korver is, yes, he does have a very good jump shot, and he's 6'7" at the 2, which is a pretty good height, but the defense isn't amazing. The slashing ability is not the best, and the thing is, his dribble sigs are very mediocre as well, besides this Curry behind the back. So yes, he does have a great jump shot. It's on very quick timing. It's hard to contest, and it is very easy to green. So it's a nice jump shot. But does that make Kyle Korver an A tier shooting guard on the same level as like a Ricky Davis, a Paul George, a Pippen, a Brandon Ingram? I think personally not. I think he's going to be in that B tier category. Dražen Petrovic, I think, is also B tier. A really good offensive shooting guard. He's got a great jump shot, 99 3 ball, but I think his size and his defense does let him down just a little bit. Tony Allen is probably C tier. He's a very good defensive card that he's undersized at shooting guard, only 6'4" shooting guard. So I'm probably going to have to put him in the D tier category, but that defense is really good. He's one of the best shooting guard defenders in this entire game. but I think because of his size, he's going to have to be in that D tier category. I think RJ Barrett is probably also D tier. Really not too big of a fan of this card. I think Chris Mullin's actually pretty good. I think Eddie Jones is pretty good as well. I think these two cards are going to be in this C tier category. Chris Mullin does have a really good catch and shoot jump shot, and Eddie Jones is just a solid all around shooting guard. Now looking at the next shooting guard is going to be 100 overall Carmelo Anthony. Easily, I would say, is the best shooting guard in this game. He's got one of the best jump the this entire game with the Cameron Thomas base, Oscar Robertson upper on very quick. Seriously, one of the best jump shots in this entire game. He's got good enough dribble sigs. He's obviously a 100 overall card, which I believe is the first one we've talked about so far on this tier list. So he's going to have those 99 stats, those 30 Hall of Fame badges. He is absolutely ridiculous at the shooting guard position. And then we got Jalen Rose, who I think's okay. I think he's probably in that C tier category. And then I do think 100 overall Vince is obviously going to be in that S tier category. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my tier list? Actually very well balanced. I didn't even mean to do this, but we got about 6 cards in every single tier and then 4 in that D tier category. Let me know what you guys think about my shooting guard tier list. Let me know what you guys would change, and let me know what shooting guards you guys are running down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.